Hi guys, this is just a video of me doing a bit more modeling. Most of it will be in time lapse. I'm going to start with using a armature that comes from the Carnegie Mellon University Mocap library, and I'm just using some add-ons. These ones are the ones that you'll need: the C3D importer, the Acclaim motion capture files ASF importer, and also the library browser. The library browser, you'll need to install it from the Blender contributor repo. When you find it, you just put it in a folder in program files, Blender Foundation, Blender 2 point whatever your version will be, scripts, add-ons, and then just make a folder and put the files in there, and then it should appear in your add-ons folder. And once that's all done, then you'll have these windows appear in the left hand side. The main two are these bottom two. I'll close the top one. So I'll just choose one of the libraries. There's a bunch of libraries, and then in each library there's a bunch of animations. If I hit this button, it'll import the actual armature. And if I choose one of these, then if you've already downloaded it, then it just imports it straight away. If you haven't downloaded it, then it forces you to download it. So I'll just be taking this guy and making a mesh for him. So I'll return him to his rest position, and I'm going to do some grease paper sketches. To do that, you just hold down D and start drawing, and you can also hold down D and use the right mouse button to erase. So yeah, I'll start doing a bit of a grease pencil sketch, and I'll probably time lapse most of this. So here we go. Well, that's good enough for now in terms of a front side view. The good thing about grease pencil is it works in multiple dimensions, so if we rotate, we'll see that that's flat, and we can actually go to the side view, and I'll just figure out which way he's facing. And if I then draw on this view, we'll see that we can build a 3D sketch. So I'll just time lapse a little bit more and do that now. So there's a bit of a rough sketch that I'll use to start off with. It's not super great, but it'll be a good start anyway. In case you're wondering why he's all weird like that, I'm just doing a quick test of the animation, and this is a mirrored mesh. You need to clear the mirror mesh modifier before you actually animate him. But anyway, that's just an interesting bit of information. Well, now we have a character. I haven't gone into heaps of detail with his texture. As you can see, it's a little bit dodgy, but I'm trying to do this in a fairly short time period just for demonstration purposes. I'll probably go back later and clean him up and stuff, make him a little bit better, but now I'll just get him ready for some animation and export him so I can use him in a few tests and stuff, and then I'll go back and make him a bit nicer at another time. To get a character ready for animation, you just need to make sure that there's no mirror modifier, because otherwise it doesn't know which vertices to move where. So I'll just apply that, and I've still got a subsurf modifier on, but I can leave that on. And I will, in object mode, I'll first start by clicking the person or the mesh that I want to play around with, and then I shift click the armature and then Control P and do an armature deform with automatic weights. And it's also good to make sure the subsurf is after the armature, just so that it deforms a little bit better. So now we'll see how well the automatic weights has gone just by... well, that hasn't worked very well. I'll Control Z a few times. Well, that's a little bit better now. It looks like it was just better if I took the subsurf off before I did the armature weight calculation. I'll just put the subdivision back on and it should hopefully just work. Yep, cool. So there we have it, and it's only been a bit under 50 minutes, so yeah, I think that's fairly good for less than an hour's work. And then I can just get this guy and look up some more. There's 2,500 animations in this library, so it's pretty cool. I'll just put on a couple of random animations. That's a bit of a boring walk. Tai Chi. This one's going to take a while to download, so I'll just fast forward. This is it now, just importing the actual data. One last thing I'll do before I finish this video is I'll just get this walk, and it's not really usable in a game because he's actually moving position, so I'll just quickly show you how to correct that. And this bit isn't rocket science, it's just a little bit of repetition. I'll go into pose mode, select everything, and I will clear the location. Then I'll just press up. Oops. Oh, and I should also put on keyframe insertion so that it actually applies all of this. So I'll select everything and Alt G, up, Alt G, up, and you just keep doing this for every frame, and it'll move the entire animation into one position. So you have something like that. I'll just do it for all the frames. And there we have a rough walk cycle. And there's obviously heaps of walk cycles in the mocap libraries, so you can play around with them until you find one that's more like what you want for your character. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and learned a little bit. And in total it's been under an hour, so I think that's pretty good. A good result considering I was basically starting from scratch apart from the mocap libraries. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, etc. Cheers guys.